Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. You know the routine. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $2.76, trading within a range of 271 to 283. We're pretty much running a flat on the 24-hour. We'll see where we go from here, but we're looking pretty good, holding above that 270 support line. And just so you all know, Ripple was not chosen by the U.S. government. It was built by the U.S. government. And that's why XRP will make Ripple the most valued company in the world. XRP will allow the U.S. to remain the global leader for decades to come. And here's your well alert. A jaw-dropping 257 million XRP worth over 700 million just stood between unknown wallets. This kind of transfer never happens without a reason. Don't ignore what the smart money is doing. This is the calm before the storm. Who's buying the dips here? This is not financial advice. And another big move. Ripple just moved 300 million XRP, 300 million XRP, 200 million XRP, 3 different transfers. That's 2.2 billion plus XRP shifting in minutes. This is not by mistake. This is not by chance. This is planned. And it kind of does coincide with their escrow release of 1 billion tokens per month at the first of every month. And is Binance dumping XRP? Massive sell pressure, sudden liquidity drains, charts spiking red. But here's the part the peasants don't get. Binance isn't just dumping crypto. They're deliberately manipulating XRP's price. This is a coordinated war. Let's go down that old rabbit hole. Binance's business model is simple. Front-run retail, they wash trade volume, manipulate funding rates, and dump bags onto users. But why target XRP? Because XRP is the one asset that threatens the casino itself. XRP isn't a speculative meme. It's infrastructure. It's rails. It's the replacements for the liquidity pools that Binance has been skimming for a decade. Binance knows if XRP wins, their market-making empire collapses. Look closely. Whenever positive Ripple news drops, corridors opening, partnerships revealed, lawsuits closing, and Binance coincidentally floods the books with sell pressure. They suppress XRP's breakout to keep the illusion alive. XRP is just another altcoin, and we all know that's not true. But this isn't just about Binance. It's the shadow network behind them. CCP-linked investors, legacy Swift allies, offshore laundering corridors. XRP threatens to expose them with on-chain transparency, so price suppression is their only defense. Notice what's happening at the same time. Ripple closing the SEC case, OCC whispers of banking license, DNA protocol anchoring ID and geonomes on XRPL, Japan plus UAE lighting up corridors. The fundamentals are exploding. The suppression is artificial. The irony, every time Binance dumps, XRP decentralizes further. Tokens leave exchanges, go into self-custody and prep for the day when real utility flips the switch. When that day comes, Binance's paper games will look like dust against $1 trillion settlement flow. Binance thinks they're winning by suppressing price. In reality, they're exposing the truth. XRP isn't a trader's coin. It's the backbone of the new financial order. And no amount of dumping can stop the rails that are already live. And if you found this information valuable or helpful or even entertaining, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. XRP, no works, no price noise. Did we lose any body candle structures? No. Did we fall below any Fibonacci targets? No. Did we drop below the 21 EMA monthly time frame? No. Unless we see all above happen, I refuse to declare the bull run has ended. I'm still in the camp that we have one more leg up ahead. XRP family, stay steady, stay strong. In my opinion, if utility takes hold and the utility run starts, all these charts are completely irrelevant because no one's seen a utility cycle before. You already know the blueprint. It's been laid out right in front of you. FAssets launched on Flare Network. The first wave of institutions start earning yield on XRP through Firelight FI. Institutional FOMO begins, and we will see numerous treasury companies start to join the party. Laggards are forced to adopt to remain competitive and provide users and investors with yield income. Earning yield on XRP becomes an industry standard. No longer is it a dormant asset powered by Flare. What does this mean for you as a holder of Flare? Total value locked skyrockets. Flare collateral requirements skyrocket. Flare supply shock begins. The price? Well, you can make your own predictions there. All I'm saying is you're in the right place at the right time before the institutions begin to realize just how special Flare Network is. Breaking news for you. A Bank of Japan insider has revealed Japan's financial regulators preparing for a 50% tax reduction on XRP capital gains. The East is moving fast towards secure Ripple rails, and the U.S. is lagging behind just like always. And Brazil just went full XRPL. BBRL stablecoin smashes 1 billion in payments. A Brazilian bank-issued stablecoin BBRL has quietly hit 1 billion in quarterly volume on the XRP ledger. This isn't just another crypto pilot. It's the start of XRPL's institutional takeover. Brazil Bank's BBRL stablecoin pegged to the Brazilian real launched Q1 2025. By Q3, already processed $1 billion in payments. 3 to 5 second settlement, near zero fees. Brazilians fintech rails just flipped on their head. Why XRPL? Built for institutional grade payments, scales effortlessly, no meaningful chaos. Trust remittances for enterprise payouts. Backed by Brazil's 30 billion FX flows in H1 2024. CEO Marcelo Socomori says he is targeting 30% of Brazil's stablecoin market by 2026. That's not ambition, that's invasion. The bigger playbook, this isn't just Brazil. Ripple plus Braz are building a multi-currency FX hub on XRPL. DB, USD pegged, already live backed by US treasuries. Euro stablecoin next on the deck. Direct integration with Brazil's direct CBDC. FX settlements is moving on-chain, old rails are dying. The macro backdrop. Timing couldn't be better. Brazil passed pro-crypto laws. XRP ETFs got green light February 2025, and XRPL already proved scale. 1 billion processed in a single day, April 2025. The infrastructure is live. The demand is here. Why this is huge? Stablecoins aren't hype anymore. They're outpacing Visa plus PayPal combined with 33 trillion year inflows. Now XRP is positioning itself as the backbone of this trillion-dollar market. BBRL is proof. Regulated banks are minting stablecoins directly on the XRPL and settling billions instantly. The takeaway, this isn't theory, it's happening. XRPL just secured a 1 billion stablecoin milestone in Brazil. Next stop, multi-currency global scale FX. Institutional adoption is no longer if, it's how fast. The quiet revolution has begun, my friends. XDC is the closest thing we have to a live blockchain running real-world global trade. Approved by the ITFA and Abu Dhabi GM, live RWAs by Securitize and Trade Tech, executed first UK ITFAs, EDTA and DNI trade, logging trades across UAE and Japan, tokenized gold custody by Dubai DMCC, ISO 222 compatible with bridges to R3 Corda, used for digital trade by JP Morgan and Lloyd's. Tokenized money market funds on-chain via R-checks. XDC is where tokenized bills of lading, credit insurance, and asset-backed invoices are being settled. Not hypothetical, but now. Most DLTs are still testing trials. XDC is executing real-world use cases in real time. XDC might not be the home for crypto traders, but it's certainly becoming the home for digital globe trade finance. And last up, Lehman Barrett on Hedera Hashgraph's speedy adoption among financial institutions when compared to Ethereum. We are very widely used. Let's hear what he has to say.
Next question, I have a follow-up on this one. The adoption of the Hedera network is very impressive. It went further than the use of Ethereum. Can you address that also briefly?
Absolutely. So we're the most used network right now. We have 1,000 transactions a second that are going through the system. And these are real transactions, not part of doing consensus like some other people might count. These are actual transactions, far more than any other ledger. We've processed 22 billion, 23 billion, I don't even remember. It keeps changing frequently how many billions we have processed, far more than any other ledger. So we are very widely used. And we are used with people doing tokenization, and then we have smart contracts. And then we also have this way that you can store information, the Hedera consensus service. It's like a notary public service, right, where you can immutably store information, and it costs you 1/100th of a US cent to send a message through that will be stored forever, a 10,000th of a US dollar. And you pay in HBARs, the cryptocurrency, but it's not denominated in HBARs. So you have predictable pricing. So incredibly low and incredibly fast. People have been using this to prevent fraud. They were using it for tracking of supply chain. They're using it for provenance. What is the history of a given item? Lots of different things.
If and when they put our U.S. Treasury or any kind of government on blockchain technology, that's going to eliminate all the cheating altogether. We really need to have our voting on blockchain. We need to have our U.S. Treasury and our Fed on blockchain. That way everything's transferable, auditable, and accountable. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto TI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.